Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Hello, hello. Hello. How are we? We okay? Just let me know if you can or can't hear me. You should be hearing me fine. Hello, hello. Hello. Yes. Big up the McFail. Big up, big up, big up. Let's let people flood in a bit. Let's play some piano, man. Let's get the mood going. Spooky, spooky. Yeah, I'm not too bad actually. Quite a good weekend. So, what way to end it with a Silky Sunday? You know, it's a spooky one, man. Want to get ready for Halloween? You know, Halloween. Yeah, happy first of the month. First of the month. Yeah, we're going dark. You know, going dark. Yeah, yeah. So in this one, we're actually going a bit different. Usually, I've got all my stems ready to go and we just write a beat. But I thought today, I'll chop it up in front of you guys, explain why I do it the way I do it, and yeah, man, just go from there, innit? It's spooky. It's spooky. It's so perfect, isn't it? It's like it's Halloween now. It's like 30 days into the future. Yes, mother. Hello, mother. Fun fact for you all, Halloween is actually my mother's birthday. So, you know. Yes. Sun Dragon knows. Thank you so much for joining the live, Sun Dragon. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like post more music in it to Bandcamp and save up for a good birthday present now that I've shouted that out. Nixie, thank you so much for joining. Jonathan, thanks for the praise. Yeah, yeah. Listen, this one's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. So yeah, for those just joining, I want to build up to Halloween. So I thought, you know what, we'll write a really super dark sort of trap beat basically today. So we're just gonna go for it. Whatever happens, happens. So we're gonna split these stems up to sort of get an idea of where we want the track to go straight away. So we're actually gonna break some things up. Yes, I'd like a banging birthday present. Thank you very much. Am I not good enough? Am I not just the greatest birthday present ever? Like, come on, let's spit facts. Spit facts. So the beginning piano, that immediately sets the tone. Like that, bow. You already know, like, okay, we're going dark. It's definitely not a happy beat, right? So, with that, I kind of in my head already. I hear it I hear it repeating itself. Ooh, yeah, I hear it repeating itself twice. So we're actually gonna move all of this over for just a moment. I kind of also like the idea of the percussion coming in, but what we're actually going to do is we're going to split this down. You know, actually, we could get rid of that. What do you mean? I could use it every year, right? Surely? Right, boom. That's all we're going to give it, right? And then we're just going to go straight in with the verse. That's it. We're just going in. What I actually want, though, is we're going to bring that over. We just need to chop that. Is the volumes okay? Can you hear me over the music okay? Let me know. I'm going to use it every year, mum. It's the rules, right? It's literally the rules. So now we're getting a vibe already, yeah? And I want it to go hard. Like, we just want it to, like, bang, instant. Yeah, you see? Nixie, I don't know if you're saying yes, I could use the excuse, or you're just saying yep to the song already, but... You know. But yeah, we're going to go straight in. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be crazy. Right, yeah, we're fine, we're fine. Dun, 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 dun. As usual, man, we've got to get that snare. Gonna go Phoenix. I'm stuck in this mud like I've sunk in brains. Beer must carving me up like I'm a pumpkin. Oh, are we writing? Are we writing? Yeah, let's write. Let's do it. Let's write. So we've already got a flow going. I don't know whether I want to do hi-hats or the kick first. It's got to be hi-hats, right? Always right, yeah, trust me. Sometimes as a producer, right, when you're writing in your head, if you're doing it on like a bus or a train, you look nuts. Because you're doing this, but there's no headphones on. There's no noise. It looks like you're just bopping your head to the sound of the train, you know? So that's the best way. Come on now. So yeah, right now we're already, the vibe is already nuts. And listen, if you are right into it, go as dark as you can. That's what we like. Right. I want like an open hat. Okay, these two are gonna talk to each other. So we're gonna take that to channel 7. We're gonna lower that down. Actually, what I want to do is quickly mute that. We're gonna play with some reverb. I want this quite big. Yeah, a bit more. Yeah, lower that wetness actually. Yeah, that's better. I think I want this to hit with the second and fourth snare. And then I want a cymbal to be sort of talking to the other high, open hat, sorry, not cymbal. Oh, listen, the 808's coming. The 808's coming. I'm just gonna leave it like right to the last minute of the live. And play one note, we'll end the live. I like that one. And then we just want to do the same again. We're going to add like a touch of reverb. Keep the dry, a bit more deck. I actually want it to be a bit smaller. Yeah. And then with this one, we're just going to place it randomly. Yeah, I love it. As I always say, right, when writing a piece of music, never overdo it with sounds, right? Because if you constantly have like a tss, tss, tss going, like, God, your ears are gonna start like crying, you know? I'm gonna let you guys decide, right? I'm gonna let you decide. Oh, okay. Stop, bro. You're gonna gas me up, man. It's gonna be like a 5-hour live. Should we go kick or more percussion next? What do you reckon? What should we do? Kick or percussion? I'm telling you, look out for the McFo, man. Guy's an animal. I'm not doing the 808 yet. It's not happening. If you want an 808, right, we'll do kick. And then we'll get an 808 going. Just do it now. You see, look, this is unfair. Myth, thank you for joining the live. Thank you. Oh, add synth. Joe, it's not a bad idea actually. We got percussion, and you know what? He's begging for that 808 in it, so we'll we'll stick to the kick for now. And then on there. I kind of like that. It goes bam, 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 bam. And then yeah, kick. Then we might go double. Do it now. Do you know what? That'd actually make a really good vocal for like a drum and bass or a dubstep drop. You know. So actually, I'm gonna make you hold on to that 808 for a bit longer. Let's see what we got so far. Speed it up. Absolutely not. Are you gonna? I know what you meant. I guess you. Listen. Just for you, one day I will write jungle. One day I'll write jungle. You never know when, but it's coming. Right, yeah, so back to looping that. We'll go 808. We'll do it. We'll do it. This is okay. This might take a while, by the way, because 808s are like the hardest thing to find. Well, to get like the perfect 808. In fact, we're gonna sit with a mod pack. You know when you say like this is gonna be the hardest one to find, and then you find it on the second 808 and you immediately retract your statement? That's what's just happened. Literally, that's what's going to happen. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut it, and by cutting itself, it doesn't cancel itself out, so you could play any notes you wanted. Send that to track 10. Yeah. Oh, wrong one. We're going to lower that down a bit. So now the kick in at 808. Oi, man, like scratchy, you know. Yeah, there you go. They are nice together. And then we could go for a slide actually. And then could have a slide up here. And then yeah, we'll go straight back down. Boom, boom. Woo! what that's calling a breakup. See, now that's usually what I do for like hooks, and then I usually like to write in the same, I can't say style, I'd say pattern. So we'll have like your first hook, which is where we take quite a bit out, let it be a bit more free, and then we'll do verse 2, and then when the second hook comes in, I like to have like a bridge almost, and then I'll either decide to do like a third verse or end the song. But this one goes so hard, so, you know. And then we got this to play around. So I've already determined that, yeah, I've already determined that this is going to be the outro. This is 100% the outro. It just sounds so good, right? Like, it's the perfect way to end the song, because you've got a lot of noise, and then the outro, we want it to, like, die down a bit, be a bit more relaxed. And then we've also got, this is going to play on our hook, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to quickly move that over a bit, and then I want this to go for 32, and then now we know this is the hook, which I'm going to let go for 16 for now, and see how it goes, because you got to imagine that when writing a song like this, an artist is going to go over it, and 32 bars is usually the right amount for them to really express where they want to go with a song. So as you're playing it, you know what I mean? So it's like, for instance, I think I explained it previously, I'm not too sure, I think it was maybe like 2 or 3 Silky Sundays ago, but basically each line, light grey, dark grey, light grey, represents 4 bars. I hope I've got that right. I'm pretty sure I do. But it represents 4 bars. So if you've only got the 4, 8, 12 and 16, and we end the verse here, rappers could make it work, but there's always more to play around. So, you know, technically the version you hear me producing live today is not always going to be the version you hear later down the line, you know, especially if there's an artist on top of it. But yeah, so now what we need to determine is what we're going to take out or what we're going to keep in. So I'm thinking percussion wise, it's always good to keep your percussion instruments in and take away the more harder sounds like your kick, the rim shot and the 808, because it just gives you a bit more like, you know, relax it, like, well, what's the word? It lets your ears relax a lot more, is what I'm trying to say. So, for instance, if you go from this right? So now your ears have already been able to just drop down a bit. So then from there you could literally just take your percussions. And then what you could do actually is, I think I am actually going to make these 16s for now, but we'll come back to that. So what I can hear now is that it's flowing, it's flowing, it's flowing. We get to an 8-bar hook or chorus, and then when all of this is coming back, we want to almost create like a fake drop back in, if you will, when coming back into verse 2. Which is actually a really easy thing to do. So for instance, we could have the piano, but the pad could come in a bit later. Same with the hi-hats, maybe the hi-hats come in just an inch before the pads hit again. So as you're coming to the end of the hook, that piano comes back in. You know what I mean? And that gives your ears a bit more time to be like, okay, yeah, we're going straight back into the next verse, so to speak. So there's many ways to go about it. As I said, like as the song starts to progress, if you've joined me in a previous Silky Sunday, Daryl, thanks for joining, buddy. I love you. Mwah. Thanks for joining. He was holding it down in Road Company. If you know, you know. Yeah, so if you've joined a previous Silky Sunday before, you'd know that usually I like to stack everything on top of each other, and then we just go back through the song, and then most of the time I just go, don't like that anymore, that's going to go, I'd rather have this in there. Usually I like to add like a breakdown section, so not every verse is exactly the same. Like some verses, maybe we could take out one of the open hats and replace it with something else, or not replace it at all. So that's what I like to do. I don't like it to be like super formation, because then it sounds too robotic and way too samey. But obviously the first thing that captures you is like an intro. So when you hear that, you're like, okay, I'm hooked. Fire! Fire! Trust me, love it. But as I'm saying, right, because listen, when the fire emojis come in, yeah, you know something's good, isn't it? But that's going to capture you straight away. Your ear's already hooked. You're like, oh, this is dark. The percussion leaves like a sense of mystery to the song, because we don't know where this is going to go. But the minute the beat drops, that's it. It has to be like a... It has to smack, because if it doesn't smack, it's no good, right? See what I'm saying? Whereas if you, for example, if we took out 808s and even the hi-hats and we got to that first drop, it's great, but it's really boring. So because it's your first verse, you want it to like punch like immediately. You want the audience's ears to be like hooked straight off the bat, which is why it's really good when writing like a trap beat or any form of rap beat. You go straight in, like we don't mess around, and then you allow the breaks and the pauses to be later on in the song. And then, as I said, like when you're working with artists, eventually they'll turn around and say like, oh, can we, you know, take this out? Can we add this in? Blah de blah. So we already know that this is going to be our outro. So if you're wondering why this is all the way over here, it's because eventually it's going to be the end of the song. But yeah, then that's going to play out. Then we're going to get to the hook. We could even have a beat switch up. Maybe verse 1 and 2 could be the same. We could have a bridge where maybe it's just a bit of instrumentation. Right? Daddy? Yeah. I'm 3's dad. If you ever see It's Not 3 around, I'm his dad. Unconfirmed, confirmed. You want the bass to make your ears bleed? Do you know what? Like, if it was a drum and bass episode, I'd make that promise. I'm not gonna make that promise today. I do have the papers. We also exchanged a lot of emails about it as well. So yeah, now we could get quite fun with it, right? Because sometimes, I do explain this to quite a few people that normally ask, because you have producers and then you have beat makers. I don't class them in the same category personally, because in my mind, a beat maker is someone that would write the verse and be like, yeah, sick, let's put it online and sell it. Whereas a producer, you have to put yourself in the mindset of like, okay, what kind of rapper is it going to be? Will like a grime artist want it, or will it be like an English artist or an American artist? So you have to really consider everything. So as you're sort of writing the beat and as everything's sort of going, yeah, you have to keep those in mind at all times, because every rapper, because you could sell this same beat to like, keep it as simple as like 3 different rappers, and then they're all going to ask for something different, right? They're all going to be like, can you make the string sound like this? And can we make the piano sound like this? Do you know what I mean? Other fun things to do as well to break your song up and to make it sound a bit more interesting is pitch changing. I mess with this a lot. So what we know the original piano as, we could shift that down, and now it's darker, right? It's a way darker tone. Okay, this is a great way to cause tension, and also not be the same as the stems that you are using, obviously. But sometimes, I'd say sometimes, usually I like to do this at the end of a song, and just sort of keep in my mind that, okay, this is the original that we wrote, but here's where I want to go with it now, because it just sounds like it's a whole different tone. So yeah, so we have our first verse, our first hook, and our second verse. So now what we could do is, in my head, I'd like a beat change, just completely out of random. So maybe we could do that for the third verse. So we're going to keep it simple for now, and we are just going to add in the hook as it was. But this time, actually, in my head, I hear the kick sort of coming back before. And obviously, we're still not done because we have to add in certain trinkets to before and after verses and stuff, which just gives the ears a bit more separation. So we know that we end like this. Maybe the kick can carry on. So it's already different from the first one. It's only a slight change, but believe me, when you're listening to it, if it's like your second or third time, your ears slowly get warmed up to it. You know what I mean? Because you don't want it samey. Most beats out there nowadays are like extremely samey. But yeah, I can hear like a drill change up. You know, maybe in the third verse, which would be quite interesting. So it's less trappy and more drill. You know what I mean? So maybe if we took that out, we could add some automation which slowly brings in the drill beat, and then it all drops again. But this time it's like, whoa, surprise, we're now on drill. Because why not? You know, it either works or it doesn't work, and that's the great part about being a musician, because there is no right or wrong. Because if it doesn't sound great, you can just delete it, and yeah, that's it. So we'll give it a go, because why not? Shoot. So we can hear the drill beat a bit better, actually. Gonna keep the instruments in, just so there's no silence while you're waiting for me to search for a decent stem. We want drum loops, drill. Now keep in mind we are going to be tempo changing this, so it's not going to be as slow as you originally hear. So what we want is we're going to drag that into FL. We're going to boost this all the way over here. It's going to drop down here. We just need to time stretch it. As I said, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, right click and it's like it never happened. It's the beauty of FL, right? So it wants to fit 8 bars. So what we're going to do is quickly tone it down. What we're on, track 11. So yeah, we send that into the mixer. And then we're just going to turn it down. I actually kind of like that it's sped up like that. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to take our main instruments and see if it works. Imagine it didn't. And what's good about this is your basic patterns can just stay. There's no problem with it. And this is usually where you could adjust and change however you like. So so then to introduce that so it's not just a really weird drop and seems kind of out of place, we're going to add some automation. And what we're going to do is we're just going to slowly bring that drill beat in. You know what I mean? That's nasty. Yeah, it is, isn't it? That is a bit nasty, isn't it? And then, you know, maybe that 808 fits. Probably doesn't. Okay, it does. So you don't want to change too much because, as I said, if it's one artist, and obviously he or she is going to listen to it over and over again while they're writing lyrics, so they'll eventually realize, like, yeah, okay, it's a dual drop at the end, we're going to switch flows. But sometimes if you change too much, it really does throw the artist off. Like, believe me, it throws the artist off. So what we're going to do is we're going to play it. I think I'm going to go from hook 1, second verse, hook 2, and then into the sort of the drill breakdown. What I'm actually thinking though is I do want the strings to not sound so bland, because right now they sound pretty blah, like, you know, it's just sort of bam 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 bam. There's not enough going on, so I kind of want to mess with some, maybe some delay, a bit more reverb, just to open the space up a bit more. My favourite thing to do with delay is ping pong. Sounds a bit more evil too, right? Maybe mess with the timing a bit. Yeah, I like that. I want it to go to your other ear. Yeah, I like it. Like that. If you're listening to headphones, obviously you'll hear it a lot different, a lot better. So that simple change. It just makes it wider. It's way more open. It's way more interesting to your ear. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're going to go from the first hook, second verse, second hook, and then into the drill change. Really naughty. It's like really naughty. So I'm actually going to write a different 808. I want a different 808. Because it fits but doesn't fit. Because obviously, completely different beat, innit? But like, if there's ever a song, right? Bro ain't even lying, I slapped on some headphones and it made my brain tingle. Oh shit. Yeah, Daryl, no turning me on live, please. Thanks. But bite your lip anyway. So I want a different 808. I really like the 808 we got. So we're going to stick to this one. So we just need to remember that it's 808.6. Hopefully goldfish memory doesn't kick in. But yeah, Nixie, you see, I'm telling you, when you got headphones on, oi, I promise nothing. I immediately retract my statement, so it's fine. It's fine. So we go in 808.6. It's just really smooth, like it's crazy smooth. And then this one's going to be plugged into channel 12. Our original 808 is track, confusing myself here, track 10. So we're going to have them sit together. And now what we need to do is we're going to loop this. And we're going to write 808s, 808s. So we definitely want it to slam straight away. And then here, I want it to sort of on that second kick. And then that ba-boom, I want an 808 somewhere. So actually what we're going to do is we're going to let this follow. We're going to go 8 bars. That's what we're going to do. So let's get our basic pattern going, and then I want to add in some slides. I like that here. That's really nice. Yeah, right before that double kick. And then let's find that last kick there. So we're just going to extend this out so it follows. Is that there? Don't like that anyway there. We can go one right at the end. And now we're going to let that play. And then that, I think here is where I want to play with some of the slides. So if we go all the way up here, change that to a slide note. Boom, boom. And where's that second kick coming? Here. So now we're going to slide again, but this time I want to go a bit more further up the piano roll. And then straight back down. Do not want it to be a slide note. Right, so for one more time, we're going to go from where the drill beat comes in. I can't have Daryl and Ethan starting on me. Maybe I can. I'll take you both on. I kind of want like a tempo hat, if you will, going throughout this drill part. Something really simple, literally just following the tempo. Let's go with. We'll go back to 808 mod pack for sure. Symbols, close. I really like that. It's just like instant. I like that. And we're going to send that to channel 13. And what this is going to do is this is literally just going to play with the tempo. That's all I want it to do. And then we can work on our outro. So that's now gonna then actually yeah. I like that. I like that a lot. Like a lot. So then we're gonna take that. And then I actually wouldn't mind if it doubled at the end. And then again. And then right at the end of that 8 bar, if we go, what if we go up this time? Then another thing I think would be really fun if we added like a little snare roll. So literally the difference between like writing trap snares and drill snares is trap snares will hit on every third. So to give you an example, if we load up our snare, right, with the tempo, right, it's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So trap, the snare's gonna hit on every third beat. Right, and then with drill, it's pretty much the same, but instead of hitting every third, it's going to go 1, 2, snare, 4. Then it's going to go 1, 2, 3, snare on the 4th, and that's literally the difference. But I can hear like a sort of like a drum roll, if you will, following up on some of these snares here. So if we just have the beat going, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. See what I mean? So I want like something as easy as that. And then this would be track 14. 14. No, literally 14. Okay. Oh. So we literally just want it to go like, might go down to fit the mood. Right, that's what we're after. And then that's gonna go right on that third. So listen out for the snare. That's where the snare's going. And then what you can do is we can mess with velocity. So because it's going down, we want the velocity to go down. So as it hits the snare in the actual stem sounds a lot louder and a lot more potent. So, you know, essentially it's just a staircase effect. You know what I mean? I'm actually wanting this a bit quieter. Yeah. Right? Just something really fun. That's all you want it, just right at the front. So now we got that. How does it fit with the rest? And then for the outro, I just want the instruments. And then what's going to happen is we're slowly going to take things out. So then we could do that, and then we could just have it where it's the piano. Move that over, drag that in. So the outro's just going to be separation. And then as we said earlier, I just want that pad to play out the end. Just let it go. Right. It's been another Silky Sunday. To enjoy the last 8 minutes, we're going to play the song from start to finish. Let you guys hear it the whole way through, no stopping, as usual. And then that should call it for Cymatics 5? 5? Yeah, it is 5, isn't it? But yeah, I hope you enjoy. Sorry. Logan, just saw your message, don't worry about it, man. You're about to listen to the full song, so don't worry about it. Thanks for stopping by. Mm. That's it. We did another banger, as everyone usually likes to put it in chat. Yeah, it's been great. I'm really in the mood for Halloween. It's one of my favorite times of the year. Um, so I just wanted to get everyone in the spirit of October, right? Spooky month of spooks. Um, Thank you so much, Mum. I appreciate that as always. Thanks for joining. Um, yeah, so I might make a few tweaks as it was going on. There's a few more things I heard in my head that I'd like to switch in and out. But yeah, I know, right? GG indeed. Um, yeah, there's a few things I'd like to change and a few things I'd like to tweak. Um, but I'm quite happy with it. I think the drill switch up is a really good addition to the song. But yeah, as always, this has been another Silky Sunday. Thank you so much for everyone who joined. Thank you so much for everyone who commented. It was lovely talking to all of you, as always. And I suppose I'll see you again in the next Silky Sunday. What I'm going to do is for the last 2 minutes, well, 1 minute now, we're just going to let the beat play. And yeah, I hope to see you all again in the upcoming Silky Sunday. Yeah, it literally is, isn't it? It is the best holiday season. But enjoy.